Anyway, atong ipadayon. When President Clinton, in his debate, was asked, he said, "It's the economy, stupid." And that remained as his trademark all over his presidency. Kasi siya yung nagpa-improve, really, the economic condition of the country. Ang DBP is the Democratic Party of the Poor. But it has the formula how to make the poor arrive at sufficiency. It is the only national political party na may roadmap, na may formula how to make sufficiency levels be attainable and accessible by every Filipino family. Before I proceed to say what is this formula of the DPP, ako untang hangyoon ang atong presidente, President Pinoy. Mr. President, you are the president of the whole Filipino people. Why are you pushing? Why are you politicking? Why are you campaigning for the Team Pinoy? You are the president of the whole Filipino people, of every Filipino. Why are you degrading the office of the presidency by only pushing for Team Pinoy? I hope you will stop dividing the country. We have so many problems. Politics is the least one of them. Now let me go to the formula that DBP has enshrined as the formula to get us out of the political and economic rut we are in. Number one, the DBP wants to outlaw and eliminate the pork barrel system that provides billions and billions of pesos to every senator. Imagine, without audit, every senator has 267 million pesos every year, when in fact this kind of substantial money can be utilized to help educate our poor students and let every Filipino youth attain the proper education, when in fact this kind of money can solve the poverty in the islands, can provide houses to the poorest of the poor. Don't you know that a number of our Filipinos are living beneath the bellies of the bridges? A number of Filipinos are living in postcards and caritons. A number of Filipinos are even living in cemeteries. After 68 years of being a republic under the liberal and the nationalista, nothing has been done to really improve the lot of the Filipino family. Don't you know that thousands of Filipino families are eating pagpag food? Do you know what this pagpag food is? Ito yung mga leftovers sa mga restaurant that our poor brother Filipinos cook again in order to eat at least once a day. Nakakaya, no? And then we are boasting that we have reached a growth rate of 7.1%. Excuse me, anong klaseng statistics ang nakuha nila? Have they asked the poor people living in the slum areas what kind of improvement this government has given them? Why is the CCT so politicized that only those who will vote Team Pinoy will be given the conditional trust transfer? Ano ba yan? So we want to eradicate the pork barrel system and use that kind of money to help the poorest of the poor and help students reach their desired attainment and degrees. Number two, we want to outlaw the political dynasties. You know, you're familiar with the political dynasties. Mayroon dyan sa Makati, mayroon dyan sa San Juan, mayroon dyan sa Cagayan, mayroon dyan sa North, mayroon dyan sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. It's all over. Studies by the professors of UP and EIM has prophesied that in less than 10 years, if the political dynasties and the hunger and thirst nationwide that politicals brought in constantly will continue, in less than 10 years, there's going to be a bloody revolution in the whole country. Huwag naman sana. That's why DBP is committed to provide transformative reforms and give hope to every Filipino family so that this bloody revolution that is being prophesied will never happen. Because DBP provides hope, provides formula to get us out of this economic rut. The other formula that the DBP wants to espouse is the conversion of the national debt to equity or puhunan. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you know that 45% of the national budget is lost to debt service? In other words, if you look at the national budget, almost one half of that is lost out of the country in terms of bayad sa interest lang sa ating utang. And what is sad is that several years ago, the founder of the DBP, urging the financial negotiators of the G7 creditor nations, was able to obtain their conceptual approval that the utang of the Pilipinas will be converted into puhunan or equity. In other words, none of those monies will get out of the country but will remain here in the country to produce maraming new businesses and millions of jobs. But there was one requirement, that Malacanang of the previous administration will write formally to the G7 nations that it will formally seek that kind of equity arrangement or transformation of our national utang into puhunan or national equity. Unfortunately, the people in Malacanang and the financial negotiators never did that. Hindi yan ginawa. Sayang. And we found out that those financial negotiators had been enjoying rebates for every debt service na binabayad sa bayan. Mayroon pala silang hidden rebates or what they call commission payment on payments that were made by the national government. You can just imagine how incompassionate these people are. Pagkakataon na sana natin ng mga Pilipino mag-enjoy ng wala ng utang, tataas ang value ng pera natin, there will be less hunger and thirst nationwide. Hindi pa ginawa because of their greed and their incompassion and unfeelingness towards us, the ordinary and poor Filipinos. If DBP will be, with your kind help, put into the Senate, we will make sure that the pork barrel is eliminated, that there will be no more political dynasties, and that our national debt will not will be converted into national puhunan, so none of our money will get out of the country, but will rather be converted into puhunan or substantial capital that will stay in our country to produce thousands of new businesses and employ millions of Filipinos, especially graduating students. So those are the major advocacies of DBP. The final one is this, and I am reminded of the words of President Clinton. It's the economy, stupid. And really, the problem in the country is that no matter how much we do daang matuwid, we can never solve the worsening problem in the country because the liquidity position, the money supply in the country is very much made scarce. And that is deliberately made scarce by the oligarch families that control the universal and commercial banks in the country. You know, the money or level of money supply in the country is decided by what they call the Monetary Board. The Monetary Board is represented by the owners of the universal and commercial banks. And they decide what is the level of money supply in circulation at any point in time. And they don't want competition. That is why sinadya nila na kulang palagi yung pera in circulation. Never mind the poor and ordinary Filipinos. Let them be remaining as mahirap. Let them be remaining as employees. Wala kaming pakialam. Yun ang basic thinking ng oligarch families who owns the universal and commercial banks. There has got to be a stop to this so that all graduating students, all their parents will have a chance to arrive at a better life. Mayroong formula ang DPP, the Democratic Party of the Philippines, and I am fortunate to be the practitioner of that formula. I have learned that formula under special tutors here and in New Jersey, wherein I mastered it for more than 3 years. Ang formula na yan is called, it's a highfalutin word, but actually it's ordinary. Securitization. Securitization. That is the formula that we are advancing. By securitization, we are inviting, we know how to invite global capital to come into the country. There are already two instances where this has been done, in the formation of Global City, in the formation of the Heritage Park, which are very substantial developments, successful developments. We can do that through securitization, and we want to teach the graduating students, the mayors, the governors, the municipal development officers how to securitize, how to bring in global substantial capital into the country in order that more jobs, more new businesses will be created, and we will enable a real economic renaissance or revert in the country, which all of us Filipinos, all of us parents, all of us students will enjoy. Time's up, so bye-bye. Maraming salamat po.